Thirsty on the east side of town? Well, head to a WNST favorite, King Discount Liquors on Pulaski Highway, just inside the Beltway. They have it all.
I'm Johnny Bev down at King Liquors. Come and see me for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer.
Don't forget to give the King a ring.
At 419 back home in Baltimore, day 3 of our coverage from Radio Row. Coach, your son and the rumors about the D.C. job, and it hasn't been filled yet. Who knows what's going on over there in Washington, D.C. Was that part of the issue for him, the unsettled scenario in Washington? Did you give any advice? Was Seattle just a better fit for him right now where he's at in his life? Because obviously there's only 32 head coaching jobs. You've had one. He had one. Why not Washington for your son at this point?
Well, Jim, we lived for Seattle in Seattle for 7 years. He went to junior high school, college there.
Just home,
okay?
Sort of,
yeah.
Right?
And that's home to him. Jimmy's always been. He wants good things for his family. I know when he first got into coaching, he says one thing I don't want to do is bounce around from year to year, different places. I want my family to be established in a place for a while. He was very impressed with Dan Snyder. He felt like he had a really good interview back there. He went back to Seattle, thought things over, felt like the best thing for him at this point in his career was to stay in Seattle.
And
that
just
was
took
it.
his name out.
It had nothing to do with the Redskins. I mean, he said, Dad, that's a heck of a situation back there. I really like Dan Snyder, but for him at this time, it felt like it was best just to stay in Seattle.
You were in the USFL, the coach at the start. You were there when he moved to Baltimore?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was there for 3 years. 3 years. We had 2 years in Philly, and the last year of the league, my last year was in Baltimore. Yeah, I was there. Played in University of Maryland.
Right, College Park.
Yeah, we practiced up in Philadelphia, and bus down to Baltimore on Saturday night. Played the games on Sunday, and bus back to Philly. It was interesting. It was an interesting experience that last year.
Coach, a lot has been made now with all these coaching vacancies in the league. We had one in Baltimore, obviously, and they went. The catchphrase now in the league is retread. Of course, that's the coaching phrase that everybody uses. You're either a retread or you're the new guy. The Ravens went with the new guy, and I wanted to get your comment, your thoughts on the balance between, maybe it's depending on your team, but the balance between going after someone that's been in the league a while, like a Bill Cowher, who just got out and has only been out of the game for a year ago, going after a Jim Mora, going after somebody that's been in the league, tried and tested, and you've been there, done that, versus giving a guy, which seems to be the new way of doing it, giving someone who's never really had a chance before a job, a chance to coach. Talk about the gamble on both ends.
Yeah, well, there is a gamble on both ends. I think when you look at the guy that's had experience as a head coach, you got to look at the situation he was in, what kind of success he had, how he handled things. But you look at these coaches, both these coaches in the Super Bowl have been fired. Coughlin was basically fired at Jacksonville, I think. Belichick was fired with the Browns. Tony Dungy's been fired. Mike Shanahan's been fired. Marty Schottenheimer was fired. Dan Reed was fired 3 times. This is a potential Hall of Fame coach. So just because you've been fired and you're considered a retread or whatever, it doesn't mean you're a bad coach. There's a lot of circumstances involved in winning and losing in this business. So hey, you gotta look at this guy as opposed to a guy that's never been a head coach. I mean, the guy from the Giants is getting all this talk. He's been a defensive coordinator for 1 year.
Spagnuolo, right.
And I don't know him. I'm sure he's a terrific coach. What kind of a head coach is he going to be? I don't know. John Harbaugh, guy's never been a head coach, but a terrific assistant, a great special teams coach. And I think being a special teams coach really prepares you maybe more for being a head coach than maybe being a coordinator on offense or defense, because as a special teams coach, and I'm boosting Harbaugh here for you, but I believe it. I believe this. You deal with the whole team second to the head coach, more so than the offensive coordinator, more so than the defensive coordinator. I think he'll do a terrific job. So I don't know. It's just a gut feel sometimes that you get as the guy that's making the hire.